thought we came out in the first half and did everything that we had in our game plan. We attacked them first, and we really had the energy that we needed to win the game in the first half. I believe it was a tale of two halves. If we can consistently play like how we played in the first half, I think we have a chance to really make a run in our conference this year. If it goes to the second half, we play like the second half, it could be a really long season. And this is a growing game for us. It was our first game of the season. I thought it was excellent that we were able to get some really good minutes out of our freshmen, see them really step up in big situations. And then, Angela is Angela. So she played another great game for us and really led us at the point guard position. And the ball's going to be in her hands a lot this year. So we need her to continue to step up. And the last thing I'll just say is it was hard for us not having Emily DeCore on the perimeter tonight. I felt like they were able to sag in a little bit more off of some of our off guards. So we're hoping to get her back here shortly.
Where was she today?
She just has a knee, like a short knee thing. She'll be back soon.
She'll be back soon?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you take then away from this that you did well, points in the paint and rebounding, especially with your emphasis on post presence?
Yeah, our emphasis was to make sure that we boxed out. And, there were moments where we looked really good at it, and then moments that we had costly box outs. One I can remember is at the end of the first half. We didn't box out at the free throw line, and, we could go in at halftime tied, and all of a sudden it becomes a 4-point swing, gives them momentum going into the second half. They capitalized on our mistakes, which is what we told our team that they would do. We only had 9 turnovers, but they scored 11 points off those 9 turnovers. So, if you're going to beat a Big Ten team, you got to be disciplined, and you got to really control the game. But I thought we attacked the paint really well. I thought we did a better job of looking inside this game than we have last year, and hopefully we can continue to build off that.
What adjustments did the Badgers make that affected the field goal percentage so much?
I don't necessarily know if it was their adjustments as much as it was just us not being aggressive anymore. I thought some of our key players really lost their aggressiveness in the second half. I think that they were worried about foul calls. I think they were worried about just not scoring, or they weren't getting the calls that they wanted. And so we really challenged them that they need to step up. They can't take plays off and take breaks. We're not as exceptionally deep as I would like to be right now. I thought when we had to go into our bench a little bit, we had some lack of shooters out there, which enabled Wisconsin to be able to sag into the paint.
Angela, who do you expect to help share the scoring burden with you? And I'm assuming Emily can do that, but besides her, who else has the potential on this team to do that with you?
I would say Ashley Green. She can score from any position, off the dribble, three-pointer. We post her up sometimes. She's definitely going to be a big factor for us this year. We need her to score.
So what do you most take away from a game that's a tale of two halves? How do you choose as a coach to, will you take the positives, or will you pick this apart and be pretty critical?
I think it'll be a both. It's one of the things that we talked about as a staff before we headed in to talk to our team, was just that we really want to show them the things that we did in the first half that got us to where we were. And it wasn't, we made a lot of mistakes in the first half. I mean, it was not a perfect half for us by any means. And we want to show them that, even when we make those mistakes, as long as you come together as a team and you have that energy, that we can bounce back from it. And then we are going to show them the second half because, it's so early in the season that we have to learn from this game. This has to be a growing game for us. We've got to bounce back pretty quickly. We have a game on Sunday. So we have two days to prepare for Western Illinois. But you got to see the goods and the bads, because then you can't learn from it if you don't watch it.
And I'm sure you follow your old program somewhat when you can. What are your impressions of them? What chances do you think they have of improving, I think, from 9 and 20?
I think they're going to have a great season. I think that, they've added the presence in the paint that they really needed and were lacking last year. She's an incredibly tough person to stop, and we felt like we had to go one-on-one against her, which is not the best option. But with so many shooters on the perimeter, with Morgan Page, you got Taylor Wirtz, you got Jackie Glenski, you got Nicole Bauman coming off the bench, you really can't stand to double too much. I think Drake did that, and you kind of saw, that's kind of how they imploded a little bit. So they've got a really balanced team this year. I also think that their strength coach has done a great job of getting them into shape. They're in great physical conditioning shape, which is going to help them as they move along in the season.
How tough is it going against a team that not only has Michaela Johnson down low scoring 21, you also have perimeter shooters that are now able to make shots?
Yeah, I think it's a great test for us as the first game of the season. You know, if we want to win our conference and put ourselves towards the top of the league, that's the Green Bays, that's the right states in our league. And so, you know, playing that team right off the bat shows us where we have to get to in order to get to that level by the end of the season. So I don't mind playing a tough opponent. I think it is great when we can get out there and, you know, first couple games go against somebody that's a challenge. Now we can build off of that. So, you know, I think that I give all hats to Wisconsin. I mean, they played a great game. They played a great second half. You know, the changing moments for me was watching Taylor Wertz all of a sudden just lowering her shoulder. Our help side was late. We weren't there. And they took advantage of it. And so those are the corrections that we have to make in order to be successful in our league. And then that's what we're all preparing for. You know, these non-conference games are all just a test to get you ready for the conference season.
Any further questions? All right, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.